Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Welcome back, Press Starters. Thanks for being with me today and always being awesome. This week, we are discussing a couple of fun topics. First up is real talk. Sometimes the problem is you, and what to do about it. A great quote from an unknown source. You don't inspire others by being perfect, but by how you deal with those imperfections. I'm not a perfect person. Chances are, neither are you. But I do strive to keep learning and growing. And that's the most important thing you can do in life and as a leader. If you can identify your opportunities for growth and put the work into improving yourself, then you're going to end up with a team that follows you. Are you ready for some real talk? Here's how to do it. Check yourself. If you catch yourself saying or thinking things like, all my exes are crazy, all my bosses are assholes, or all my employees are idiots, chances are you're part of the problem. You were likely involved in the process of choosing your partner, your boss, and your employees. So you had an opportunity to figure out the fit. This is especially true if you are the employer, because you are always usually the hiring manager. All these relationships are reciprocal, so start by identifying the role you play in them. Commit to change. If you're sincere about change, and you really have to want it if you're going to make a change, you not only have to identify and admit to the problem, but commit to fixing it as well. If you're wishy-washy or don't care about changing, it won't work. Habits are hard to break, and if you're going to break them, you need rock-solid willpower. Ask for feedback. If you're sincere about changing, but aren't sure where to start, ask. You won't have a problem getting the feedback you need from your peers and bosses. Trust me, people are always more than happy to tell you how you can make their lives better. So tamp down that ego and ask away. Change your perception. The only thing we can truly control in our life is our own perception. If things aren't working out the way you'd hope, your own mind is often the best place to start. Perhaps you think your performance is more important than anything else, but you've gotten feedback that you're not taken seriously because of the way you dress. What if you tried letting go of your old thoughts and open your mind to this new one? You might be surprised by how you feel after trading in the t-shirt and sweatpants for a pair of jeans and a blazer. Change their perception. Once you find out what people's friction points with you are, it is possible to change them, but you might have to swing the pendulum all the way to the other side. When you break people's trust or disappoint them, it's necessary to overcompensate for a while if you want to win them back over. If you are late a lot, being on time isn't enough. Show them you care by arriving early. If you have underdelivered, start going above and beyond. Do a little more for a while, it never hurts to be considerate. And there you go, some real talk. Let me know if you've ever had to face this problem before in the comments. How'd you handle it? All right, and now on to our next subject today. Open to everything, attached to nothing. My guiding principle as a leader. Wayne Dyer said, have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. While Wayne Dyer is known more as a great spiritual thinker than a keen business mind, I find this quote more applicable than almost any other to my life as a leader. In essence, it speaks to the open-mindedness and flexibility needed to be an effective leader in the workplace. which is even more important now that the world is changing so rapidly. Openness and non-attachment allow you to do the following. Listen. And by listen, I mean really listen to others' ideas and solutions, not just sit politely and wait for your turn to speak. If you are receptive and open to influence, you'll not only hear the best ideas in the room, but you can implement them without ego. That's what being a great leader is, after all. Adapt. If you're truly open, you can adapt to problems and situations as they arise. We live in an age where everything is happening faster and faster, and that speed will only increase, especially in the technology sector. It's incredibly important to roll with the punches. The solution of today might not be relevant to tomorrow's problems. Think outside the box. If you're unattached to conventional ways of thinking, you can think outside the box. Or, at the very least, be receptive to those that do. Don't let a singular experience or belief hold back the next big idea. If a dog bit you once, it doesn't mean all dogs will bite you. So don't let one bad experience cause you to miss out on all the future puppy cuddles. It's okay to be cautious, but don't let your fears keep you from trying new things. Plus, opening your view to embrace others' ideas also allows you to delegate the undertakings to those ideas. Think inside the box. Sometimes, it's just as important to be open to traditional thinking. Try to avoid phrases like, "We've tried that already," "That won't work," or "That's not the right process." It may not be, or new circumstances may make the idea worth a revisit. Look at what's changed before throwing an idea out the door. Are there new factors? Was there buy-in when you tried it before? Was there a different team or leadership in place? While I'm not suggesting you do something over and over again expecting different results, I do suggest opening the door to the thought. Even one variable can make a difference, and just like Jinkos, ideas can always come back in style. All right, that's this week's episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thank you so much for being awesome. Till next time, Press Starters. And thank you for pressing start. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, click on the link in the description. Tune in next week for your next episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thank you. Oh, hi. Man, the episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. Be sure to check out more episodes in the playlist and new episodes every week on Monday. Follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave a review. Thanks again for being awesome.